2-1. My first time trying DMT. I purchased 100 grams of MHRB Mimosa hostilis root bark and found simple instructions on extracting the DMT from it. The extraction process was pretty straightforward and simple. I do not think I yielded great results, but I had what I needed to try the molecule for my first time. I built a smoking device that worked fairly well once I figured out how to use it. My first initial tokes were weak in molecule, but harsh nonetheless. I thought I took in 3 good ones, but very little happened. I got kind of a light-headed feeling that lasted maybe 30 to 45 seconds. I realized that I did not vaporize it enough and tried again, this time taking very large tokes. I was 100% sure I was getting a good amount. I recall taking 2 deep hits and it started working fast. This is when I realized I made a few mistakes. My first mistake I made was having my radio in loud. I recall the song playing at that time was Mansion Air Astronaut, Something About Your Love, and it was very soothing to hear, and quite frankly it would have been great to go along with the trip. Everything was going smooth. I laid back with my fingers interlocked together across my chest, and at once I felt as if my fingers released from the positioning and were no longer in my body. I closed my eyes and saw a whirlpool of bluish-colored patterns swirling like water. I think this is what others refer to as the tunnel. Another mistake I made was, I had a bright light on right above me, so when I closed my eyes I was distracted by the residual light I could still see. At this point it was a nice experience, but I kept being distracted. Then the song changed. What played next, as far as I remember, was Two Princes by the Spin Doctors. Everything went bad. The song was aggressive. I couldn't keep my eyes closed. I didn't panic, but I was in no comfort. I remember feeling like the music had me anchored. When my eyes closed, I had the feeling that the music had me chained down to what we call reality. Like it kept me from moving further. The music would skip like a bad CD or record. It would slow down and sounded very mechanical. It was intense. I remember thinking to myself that I hate this music for doing this to me. I just wanted the trip to be over ASAP. I was not enjoying it. I felt like I might die, and the only thing positive I took from it was that I realized that I didn't want to die just yet. Whereas before I felt differently and felt I was ready to face death. This will not be my last experiment with DMT.